So you have identified the whens in Philemon, and now I'm going to ask you to examine those whens. And these are the examine questions to use when we're working with the observational clue of when. And remember, these are not the only questions we can ask. These try to get the process started. Is this past, present, or future? A very simple question to ask, but it's so obvious it is one we need to ask. Is this past, present, or future? And it's not always obvious. So sometimes it does take a little work to figure this out. Is an order of events shown? Remember my example earlier from when Mary, was pregnant with Jesus? Conceived by the Holy Spirit, there was an order of events. She was conceived by the Holy He was conceived in Mary by the Holy Spirit before Mary and Joseph lived together. Okay, so is an order of events shown? And when did, or when do, or when will certain events occur? Okay, and what is the verb tense? What is the verb tense? And sometimes when we get to the interpretation phase, we're going to need to do a little work in Greek here. You don't have to know Greek to do this. There are all kinds of resources available today to help us with this, even if we don't know Greek. But sometimes we'll need to work with the Greek here to really understand the impact of the verb tense on what we're doing. Okay, so these are the examine questions for when. You earlier identified all the whens that you could discern in the book of Philemon. So I'd like you now to go back and examine all of those whens using these questions and any other questions that come to mind. Okay. And that'll give you a really good start in when. And then when we come back in the next video, I'll share with you some of my perspectives on whens. Am I doing that? Maybe I'm not doing that. I don't remember what I'm doing next. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, you do this examine work on the whens, and then we'll come back. Thanks. God bless.